life to wrestling, and it's been so cool to see her growth and how hard she works in the room. It's been awesome. It's cool to see her compete, obviously, in days like today. Senior night is always great. There's so many great seniors on this team, and we've seen a lot of them on display already today. We're going to see some more coming into to the upper weights. But, it's just been awesome to see the Ayers family grow the sport of wrestling. Whether it's Chris, whether it's Mrs. Ayers, whether it's Chloe, they're just always growing the sport of wrestling, and it's just amazing for the sport of wrestling.
And what an efficient night Chloe had. By my count, 5 of 6 on her shots to get the takedowns. It was freestyle scoring, so obviously a little bit different than what we're going to see as we continue back into the action at 165. And for Stanford, Hunter Garvin, and now you see Blaine Bergey, a team captain and a senior, heading out to the mat. Bergey's 5-0. He's been dealing with injuries, and he has a chance for a marquee victory. As you see Hunter Garvin, he's 13th ranked in the Intermat polls, 13-6 this year, but his RPI just announced earlier today at number 6, so he's had a very tough schedule to get to that 13-6 this year at 165.
Yeah, Hunter Garvin's tough. He's a seasoned guy, and Blaine Bergey is going to come out here as a senior and have to, wrestle a really, really tough guy on his own senior night. It's not going to be an easy challenge for him, but he's coming out here trying to throw heavy clubs already off the first whistle. And Garvin is going to come out here and try to put on a show as he always tries to. He's a fun wrestler to watch.
Yeah, last year he was the number 20 seed going into the NCAA tournament. He finished 6th to earn All-America status, so he was a big match titan last year. He also, most recently at the U23 Pan Ams, won gold at 74 kilos. He can get it done in many ways. Trying for the 3 here. Bergey trying to roll through it, meanwhile, keeping hold of the leg. Got to keep an eye on the knee. And it does become dangerous as Hunter Garvin, the redshirt sophomore from Iowa City, Iowa, almost grabbed the lead.
Yeah, well done by Bergey to scramble out of that position, because that was a really nice shot by Garvin. We'll see if either one can get to a score here. Obviously under 2 minutes left in this first period.
It's another really highly ranked opponent that Princeton's facing tonight. And from a major conference, this is the second ACC opponent Princeton has faced this year. Early in the year, faced North Carolina State. That is the next opponent for Stanford tomorrow night. They're going to have a busy Friday ahead of them. They'll leave in the morning after competing here late tonight. Princeton also 3 against the Big Ten, 1 against the Big 12 earlier this year in terms of duels.
I was just saying, like these tough weekends, long weekends, we wrestled multiple times, maybe back-to-back days, maybe, once on a Thursday, once on a Saturday. They just get you ready for March, and they're really tough to deal with as a wrestler. But as you see, we'll see if he gets an eye poke. But just, get you prepared, but it's not necessarily a fun thing to have to deal with.
And Stanford, they a little bit late on their flight in terms of arriving timely last night. They got in, they got their rest. They're at it here. They're going to travel tomorrow after getting their rest tonight. But the one thing, Coach Ayers and I were talking before we went on the air, said, well, isn't this what the guys have to get used to, right? And obviously, well, it's a good challenge for Stanford as they continue forward to conclude their duels portion of the season, their final road trip of the year.
And it's funny, like once you get to this time of the year, nice attack there by Garvin, and we're scrambling again, but the thing you think about is just getting to March.
Bergey sticking with it. Garvin, though, trying to drive through and get the 3 and more. He went right through Blaine Bergey there. And now there's a call of locked hands, so that'll be a point for Bergey.
Called locked hands there. We'll see what happens, but I'm not sure if he was on his back. They're saying that he was on his back. If he's on his back, you're allowed to lock your hands. It's only when the guy is on his stomach is when it's obviously a point, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah, the officials will take a look at this one. I was a little bit surprised by the call there, but again, it happened so quickly. And so they're going to get a look here.
It's really a matter of if you know, he was on his stomach or on his back. As you see, you know, his body locked there, right? But here, it's a matter of he's on his stomach.
It's confirmed. 3 takedown, 1 locked hands.
If you're on your stomach, you can't have your hands locked. So they established that he was on his stomach and that the hands were still locked. It's gonna be 3-2.
Right. 3 takedown, 1 penalty. No near fall.
Well, Bergey will start or resume on bottom, so it's just the 1 point.
Oh, I should say 3-1.
Locked hands,
Yep.
yeah. That was a quick end of the sequence. Bergey trying to roll through, get a point here. Great job to stick with it and prevent the escape. To prevent that second point by Bergey, Hunter Garvin keeps it a 3-1 lead.
Yeah, nice job to ride out that end of that first period after, you know, a tough locked hands call for Garvin. As you see, Bergey starting on the bottom, trying to get out in the end of that first period, wasn't able to.
We see how hard everyone's been wrestling tonight. The energy's been excellent here at Jadwin Gym. The emotions of senior night, the emotions of the return of Chris Ayers, Sean Gray, Patrick Brucky, as a second takedown by Garvin makes it 6-2. And you're just seeing from how hard everyone's wrestling what it means to everybody to put their best efforts forward.
Yeah, that was a really nice takedown by Garvin, and you know, he's not, you know, one to let up on the gas pedal once he gets going. And Blaine Bergey's, you know, got an opportunity to get back in this match here, and you know, halfway through the second period, and he's going to need to, if you know, he's got a shot at winning this match.
Bergey now gets in on a shot. He's trying to even the score. And a second time now, Bergey kind of shaking it off near the eyes. Final 45 seconds of period number 2. Next takedown would be very telling.
Yeah, this is a huge opportunity for Bergey to get back in this match. He can get a takedown, and lefty single, wasn't able to get it. Garvin's really hard to score on, so he's going to have to get to a clean shot and finish quickly if he's going to want to score with short time in left in the second period.
Garvin, who's 6-2 in duels this year, won his last 4, including a ranked victory. 2 takedowns to grab the lead. And now a stalemate with 7 seconds left in the period. So we start that time. Garvin saying, well, what about Bergey this time? That'll do it for period number 2. As we'd like you to know that tickets are on sale now for the 2025 Ivy League Wrestling Tournament at Jadwin Gymnasium in Princeton. To secure your seats, visit GoPrincetonTigers.com/tickets. And boy, we're very excited to see what unfolds in the first Ivy League tournament in wrestling.
That's going to be awesome. I'm super pumped for that.
Garvin's escape, and then he kind of tight ropes around. He's warned for a stall. Stanford side is nonplussed at that. Garvin's been very tricky if you're trying to go at him. Tries to get around Bergey. And Bergey giving a little bit of a smile now. These two are keeping the energy flowing here. Blaine Bergey needs a takedown.
Yeah, he's got to have some urgency here. He's down two scores, so I mean, he's got to start getting after it. There's almost a minute left in this third period. He's got to start shooting and getting after shots, or he's going to be in a position to lose this match.
Bergey has yet to suffer defeat this year. Ooh, goes right at Bergey again. They almost collided heads there on the shot.
And that was a nice shot by Garvin, and he's doing a good job getting his arm back. And Bergey's doing a good job with the overhook, but he's not in a position to score here. He's hoping for a stalemate, and we'll see if he gets one. But he's got short time now, 38 seconds to get 2 scores. It's going to be a tall order.
What a battle we've had, not just in this match, but throughout the night. There was the forfeit at 125. Since then, decision, including 2 late comeback victories, 1 on each side. Garvin gets in on a shot. Riding time will not be a factor. A stall warning to Blaine Bergey, so neither wrestler can stall or there'll be points on the board. Most likely a decision here for Garvin. Another tough battle, but the number 13 ranked wrestler at 165, victorious for the 5th consecutive time. Decision 7-3 in favor of the Stanford grappler.
Yeah, well done by Garvin. Obviously, hard-fought battle. Blaine Bergey on his senior night coming out here and battling, but Garvin finds a way to get a win, and hard-fought win. A couple nice scores here from Garvin.
And you see there the second takedown, and he did it early in that first period and then gutted it out after that.